everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Anno 1800. I want to start off by saying I hope you all had a fantastic New Year, a safe one with your families or by yourself, doesn't matter. I'm always here if you want to chat. Don't worry about it. You can always message me on the Discord, which I do want to mention going into the new year. I will be mentioning that the Discord is there, and I would definitely like to see some more activity come from there because I want to try and begin some more community-based events and stuff with everybody, and that just helps with overall, cohesion, building the community, getting to know one another, and all that cool stuff. I think it's really important, so we definitely should start working on something like that. Apart from that, I just want to also thank every single one of you, the ones who have just recently found the channel, the ones who have been here for quite some time, even the ones who were here before I reached even 100 subscribers. 1 year in, 1,700, actually not even a year in, the year is ended. The full year would be on February 3rd. So by the end of the year, having 1,768 Rantians is just an incredible feat, and you guys are amazing people. So do know that, even if you're not a hugger, believe me, I will try to find a way to make you one, because I will give you the biggest hug ever. At any rate, let's get on with today's build. So the very first thing I wanted to mention is that Arhan did indeed make it here safely, and he also mentioned that he wanted to shout obscenities at the Queen. So we're letting him do it. Okay, so we have Patrick over there, we have Shadow over here, and we have Arhan right here in the middle, which I went ahead and renamed the Kashadi itself to the Wanderer, which is the IRL boat name of Mahai, I believe. Which, you have a boat, dude? That's so cool. I wish I had one. Granted, probably no one would ever, ever contemplate going into said boat with me, because, I'm not a bad driver, but at the same time, it is a boat, and I'm reminded of SpongeBob boating school, so probably would fail at that, and Mrs. Puff would just constantly hate the fact that I'm in her class all the time. Yes, I did make a SpongeBob reference. So I have to be very honest with you in saying that I actually started this recording a little bit, and then OBS decided, hey, I don't want to cooperate with you today, YouTuber. I don't like you. Okay, so is there a way we can rectify this? Yes. Restart computer. Okay, done. So, had to do that, but let me update you on what's been going on. So, we are losing a lot of Arctic gas, and that is because we built some additional power plants, okay? Right now, we're getting a fair amount in here because we did trade our entire load of Arctic gas that the Lord Perseus had brought over from the Arctic. That being said, I also wanted to try and see whether some of the already established power plants would actually make it to the other ones that I want to reach. And if you notice over here in the Bastion, we have an empty spot, and that is because I got rid of the power plant that was there in favor of this one. So now we have a bridge going across here, and this power plant is reaching not only the Iron Tower, but also this hotel plus the World's Fair. So one power plant is powering this entire area. That's fantastic. The next thing is that over here, I noticed that we had a power plant here and a power plant back here. This was being a little bit too much with regards to Arctic gas, because I'm not using a mod to actually get a lot more of it, and Archie's being a pain in the you-know-what, so he's not providing me with any. I figured that it was actually going to be a terrible idea to have the power plants so close to one another over here. So I did a little bit of a test, and I got rid of this power plant in favor of this one, and now it's being powered. Every single one of these buildings are being powered. That's fantastic. This one was kind of on the edge, as you can see, by one tile on both sides, but it still has electricity to it, and I'm totally fine with that. I've been looking across the city and seeing where else we could possibly consider getting rid of an additional power plant. So this one over here, we might be able to build a bridge across and then completely cut this one out. But I think by getting rid of two power plants altogether, that should help us, because we did have these two power plants pop up later, and we were doing just fine. So I have a feeling we'll be okay now. That being said, we still have to take a look at it and make sure that we do have enough going forward. Constantly look at our warehouses to make sure there's enough in there, and hopefully we'll never run into an issue with the Arctic gas. So The other thing that I did is I went ahead and upgraded every single one of these artisan homes to engineers. And now we no longer have anything less than engineers here on Rantium. I mean, you can kind of consider the tourists to be less than everybody, but whatever. You know, I put that out there. I put that out there. So what we would like to do probably today is to try to work on this upper ridge and probably get this sorted. Because again, we have this power plant over here. I got rid of the schools because we're not going to need them anymore. It's just going to be a little bit of a waste of space. And along with that, I would like to try to focus a little bit more on this section right here. Because we've been working on skyscrapers around it. And we just have been completely neglecting this spot. So I think today I want to start with like right here. Go and get all these guys to skyscrapers. And the next palace extension is going to be at 818,000. So we want to just wait and see when we can actually get a couple more of these guys. So what's happening here? Are you just waiting for more stuff? Oh yeah, department store. Okay, yeah, totally. Really love to see it. I might actually consider getting rid of this little block in here for the department store. I think I'm going to do just that. It always pains me to do this, but at the same time, I know I have to. Okay, department store. Gonna put you, like, right in here. And I really need to start working on the other items. Specifically, like, the vacuum cleaner. I feel like that would actually be pretty substantial. But the toaster's doing just fine for us. So we have the department store right over here. And we might need to actually get rid of this whole little forum area in here in order to put maybe... I don't know, the furniture store, the drugstore. We do have this one over here. Like, the department store is affecting these guys. The only problem is, like, it's not getting to every single one of them. This one will. So we should be able to upgrade these guys relatively quickly. And it'll be nice to see the skyline continue in this spot. And again, we're not going to be upgrading these investor homes in the forum, the grand forum itself. We're just going to stick to the outskirts. These guys also do need to be upgraded into investors, so we're going to do that using the wrong tool. Go ahead and do that as well. This is always such a satisfying feeling. I love upgrading homes this much. I don't know why. It just fills my heart with so much joy, so much happiness. That's the wrong button. Wait a minute. I was about to say, like, can I produce it here? Okay, so let's see how many of these guys we can get up to the intense. So those are pretty good to begin with. Right over here, right over here, right over here. Looking good. You as well. I really like this one, but I don't know if it's gonna... Actually, it's not affecting that at all. If I click this... Yeah, because of the double road, it definitely won't affect this one. Perfect. I love it. Let's get this guy. I really like the corner pieces for some reason. I really like upgrading those ones. That one's gonna mess with it just a little bit, but I'm fine with that. There we go. Oh, such a satisfying feeling. And I do want you all to know that I really did appreciate everyone's comments on the previous video being for the park. And I definitely want it known that I have gone through every single one of the comments and I've taken a lot of the ideas. And I'm working on something a little super secret. Did drop a hint or two in there, of course. But it will be unveiled in the next couple of episodes that I'm working on that little front. Because we had a lot of ideas and they were very, very cool ideas. And even when I was done, I'm like, maybe I can actually have done this a little bit better. So, I'll be working on that, and probably within, like, the next episode or two, we will see something really cool come out from that. How's this looking? Really nice. Really nice back here. I'm not sure. Do we want to try to push for... We can, you know, so, like, these guys have the furniture store around, so we can definitely do this. Yeah, we can continue to upgrade them even further. That's nice. Because I definitely want more palace wings, for sure. Let's get upgrade you. Upgrade you, you, and you. Can't get you, but we can get you. You. Maybe you. How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived. Dr. Ali Al-Zahir. That dude's my cousin. Oh god, if you guys don't know, like I might as well mention this because there's a lot of new people here. I'm Persian and Turkish, so I like to make fun of my people a lot. You will definitely hear this constantly. I say the most random things. Like, okay, I'll be honest. When my mother and we go out, okay, I have a really bad tendency of being outspoken, very very outspoken, might I add. So there's some times when I say some things that may not be on the nicest end, but I say it in Farsi too. And it's reaching a point that I don't really even care to hide it, even when I'm in front of native speakers, because like they're talking in a whole different I'm not from there. Okay, I was born in Canada, but my parents taught me how to speak Farsi when I was very young because my grandparents spoke Farsi, and they definitely wanted me to stick to the culture. You know, the culture is very important. So I learned how to speak Farsi. I don't know how to speak Turkish all that well. My grandmother was Turkish. Which actually, I have a feeling, unfortunately, I can't ask my dad this anymore, but I have a feeling my Turkish roots might actually be more prominent than, or more dominant rather, than my Persian roots. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because I'm very light skinned, and Persians, like, it really depends on what part of the country they come from. The part of the country that my parents originate from is in the southern end, so mostly they're known for having a little bit darker skin. But for me, my grandmother was like very 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 white, and that's where I have it. Apologies, my rantings. I had to see to something extremely important, so that's why there's a little break in the video. But now I'm back, and we're gonna get back to it. So yeah, definitely my culture group is very, very intriguing. Sometimes very annoying, and I typically actually don't even speak Farsi to most of them. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. It's just a feeling I get. I just don't feel comfortable doing so, because naturally, the way they speak is a lot better than I definitely can say that, because I'm not from the motherland. But at any rate, that's a little bit about me, and over time I will be obviously letting people know, and all that stuff more about me, because obviously you're here in this channel, this Imperium, it's growing, so obviously it's really important to get to know the man behind the screen, as it were. So definitely, I will more than likely in the future have live streams and such in which you guys can ask me questions and whatnot. I definitely am very interested to seeing that happen. So definitely look out for that in the future. So what we're doing is we're getting this little spot situated, and I just want to make sure that it does look good enough. I feel like we can definitely get a couple more of these skyscrapers a little bit higher, but it doesn't seem like we can because now they're far away from the furniture store. And I don't really want to... Well, is Pietro in here? Yeah, he is. So technically speaking, I could get rid of this bank. But then they're all right here, so you're telling me that they can't even... Okay, you know what? We're building another bridge. We're gonna have to. I'll put one little break in the middle, and then let's see if this is actually gonna solve the problem. It gets to most of it, not every single one, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is as well. The drugstore is also here too, so it'll go kind of like in the middle. I think I can live with that, yeah. So we can get a couple more... A little bit higher over here. That's good. Maybe this one and this one. Get this guy. Not so much you, but I feel like this one is definitely a must. Get you going. And these guys have intense panoramas, right? Yeah, they do. Perfect. Okay. So we're looking pretty solid. Let's see if we can try this one and this one too. Just a little bit. I don't want to go too much. That became intense, so I'll keep that. You're also intense. That's good. And I think along here we might need to do a little bit of work. Where's the next spot that I put this? This is for the department store, correct? Okay. This is the furniture store. So these guys will have the ability of getting up to level 5s. And department store, we will have this one over here, so we don't have to worry about that one. The only remaining one would be the drugstore. Correct? And that one is over here. Yeah, okay. So I think that's pretty good. We finally got this spot situated. And we're so close. We're so close. Okay, you know what? Let's see if I can get a couple more in here, because I definitely just I want to upgrade the palace. I really want to upgrade the palace. Come on, we're almost there, dude. Nice. Get you. You know what? Get you for good measure. Give me the palace wings. That's all I'm hoping for at this point. I just want the palace wings to finish the damn thing. So I joined the Annoverse Discord, and naturally, I was a little bit like, whoa, that's a lot of people. Okay, what? It's got like 30, 40,000 people in there, and it has Taka, my idol. I was like, Daddy. I'm like, hi. I didn't say anything to myself. I'm like, oh, I'm in proximity with Daddy. He said, eventually he will notice me. I hope. I pray. And then later on, I will show him this video, and then he'll know for certain I called him Daddy. So that's definitely going to be ricocheting across the community now. That's for certain. Man seems like he has a pretty good sense of humor, so I'm pretty sure he would laugh with that. Okay, you cannot be... Yeah, you're getting close, you're getting close. Go, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. We're almost there. I can't look. Watch it stops at 449. Let's go! Okay, palace. Okay, so it looks like if we get one block set up, we'll definitely get some more palace wings. So we can definitely work to get more of these, I think. Even more so than what I was anticipating. Okay, 2 more palace wings. So I think we just really need a couple more in here, and then we'll be golden. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna cry. Why are they different? You see how this one has that little thing on the top? What's the problem here? Is there a different style? There's a different style to it, dude. And that one has flags on the top. What the hell? Okay, now I have to go through each individual one and fix it? Ugh. I don't... No. I don't like this. Just... Now, I just noticed this. Okay. Well, I will get that situated later. But at least we got 2 more palace wings in here. That's really cool. Running out of timber, so let's see when Captain Tobias is actually coming back over here. In 7 minutes and 20 some odd seconds. Okay. We can still work a little bit, which is fine. Can you... Yeah, I don't like the fact that you're just a solitary tower over here, unfortunately. Victor Perfecto, Cigar Daddy. No, I know the real Cigar Daddy, and his name is Fal. Fal for certain is a Cigar Daddy. You know how many times he writes for cigar-related stuff on the videos? He is the real Rantian Cigar Daddy. Victor over here trying to play at one. Please. Yeah, I understand you, man. I hear you. I've never smoked a day in my life. And I hope you don't overdo it, but you are our cigar daddy. Let's get this one upgraded. I think that should be sufficient over here. I'm not going to overload this side too much. Just based off of where it is, it's actually in a very interesting spot. So let's kind of do a little bit of a deviation, as it were, and do a little beautification work, because I do not like the fact that there is a dead, broken tree right there. So I think this is honestly a really good spot to have a lookout point. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Man, I gotta be real. I've been playing a lot of Warhammer, Total War Warhammer 3 in my downtime. Okay, so I kind of like trying to default to WASD, and this is like I'm certain that Lemon is gonna be shaking his head over there. I'm using keybinds for Total War Warhammer 3. I could care less about freaking keybinds for Anno 1800. I do not know why. My brain is weird, okay? I don't really know how to really fix that. Doctors have tried, and, you know, they've all failed. So, it is what it is. Put a little banner over there, and let's get the spot set up with some paving. You know, we'll put a morning bread over here. I feel like this spot is actually kind of lacking morning bread. Where are you at? That's pretty cool. So yeah, going back to Discord, it's pretty cool. A lot of user content. Oh, what the hell did I just do? With the wrong thing. A lot of really cool builds the community have made, and I've actually enjoyed always looking at the creations of other Anno players quite a bit. Like, if you even go on Steam, you can see through what is it, the gallery as well, and just some online sites. There's a bunch of stuff out there, and you all are so incredibly talented. You really, like, pat yourselves on the back, honestly. The work that you guys make too, honestly, just start recording it, putting it on YouTube. Why wouldn't you? At this point, like, if I'm doing it, shoot, you should definitely do it. And I don't even think my creations are even that good, to be perfectly honest with you. I kind of want to put... I'm just a obsessive perfectionist. That's my problem. I want to try something here. Not with that. What was I planning on doing? I do not like the fact that the Regal Standard has been pushed to the side for the Seat of Power flag banner. You know, again, I love banners, okay? And now that I have access to almost 40,000 Annoholics, I'm going to convert every single one of them into Bannerholics. I said that completely without blinking. Wait a minute! I'm stupid. I missed a golden opportunity here. That works a little bit better, I think. Yeah, there we go. I have some Banner of the Roses back here. I kind of like that one. I'm not sure what to put over here. You know what? Actually, I could go over here. There is a flower bed somewhere. There it is. I have a little flower bed right over here. That looks very pretty. And this is more so just me waiting to make sure we actually have some more resources in here to play with. Go over here to the specials. Let's see what we get. I really like this lion statue, the bronze lion, so we're going to put that down. Over back here, let's get rid of the trees as much as we can and see what we can make. Maybe have a nice little spot for chess. Okie The globe is too large, but I can always go here and put the Imperium globe statue down in a better location. I think maybe right here would be pretty good. There's a way to get out of here, so they're connected like that. Okay. And get some of this. Do I want to put this behind? No, I don't. I'd rather go ahead and put the hedge wall down. I feel like that would just be a little bit better. Even though there is a way to come out from that building, but this looks a little bit better to me, I guess. Where's my favorite Temperate Grove? Can I even put anything back here? I can put like one tree. That's not a big deal. Looking pretty good. I mean, all together, the island is really coming together. The way that Mahaya actually described the city in the Annoverse Discord, it got me rolling. He's like, Rantia's joined the server, by the way. He's the one with the Canal Crown Falls thing. I'm like, this man's got a sense of humor. I appreciate it. And a load of ideas. Got a lot of ideas. I love ideas. I love engagement, just in general. I've always said since I started this channel, I want you guys, as much as you possibly are comfortable with, to be comfortable with commenting and suggesting things. I want you to know I look and read at every single comment, even the responses to comments. There are many people who will second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth that. So definitely don't be shy. I mean, obviously, again, it is based off your own comfortability, so I don't want you to be like afraid that you're going to get berated or anything. You're never going to be. I'm not going to ever be that type of person. Never have been, don't plan on it. So we're going to start working on these skyscrapers over here, and I'm pretty certain they're going to have everything they need. I would definitely like to just take a moment and check with one of our warehouses to see how our Arctic gas is doing. It's slowly increasing. Okay, I like that. So I'm pretty sure we rectified the problem here. By getting rid of those 2 power plants and instead diverting the power towards the ones that we built up here, I can safely say we'll be in the clear for the long run now. Because we don't have to build any more of them. That's fantastic. And then when I get the industrial lubricant back to the islands that we've set up, there's actually one island that hasn't actually been colonized quite yet. Once I get the lubricant back up there, then I will be sending more Arctic gas back towards Constantinople as an additional reserve. And see about getting more of these over here. I don't like the way that building is. I'm gonna see if I can change it. Yeah, let's see if I can change this. No, you don't want to change, do you? Well, I can always like change the layout, I guess, because there was more over here. Let's do one like that. Yeah, I guess that'll make it a little bit better, and we'll bring it higher. I'm not getting rid of the church here. I feel like having old town churches in settlements like these are really pretty. A little extra thing about me, I was born in Vancouver, Canada, so there is a couple of churches down in downtown Vancouver, and you know, like they're high rises to no end there now. And then you find like old town stuff like this, and it's just like, oh, it pays homage back to the old days. And I really appreciate that. So I want to see, as much as like when it comes to the older stuff that we have, like the marketplaces and some of the churches, maybe a pub here and there. I don't know quite yet. I want to upgrade this one. I'd like to try to keep some of those just for some added flavor. Let's get this one a little bit higher. Looking cool. This one too. Very nice. This one actually has an incredible view of Rantium itself in this high rise. The toys just they irk me. I don't understand the design decision behind that. Grown ass man having a little toy doll. Like, okay, one can argue it's for their children, okay, but can it specify that somewhere? I don't know what this grown ass man is doing with this little toy. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay, we got some more timber in here, but now we're running out of steel beams, so I'm gonna play it a little safe, I think. I mean, I have my airship here, so if I really need to grab some, I'll just go to Zerexalon, which is actually bringing in a fair amount of steel beams. It's just, we need to bring it. It's just a transfer-related issue. Where is the airship? Did I even bring it here? Where the hell are you? I don't even know. I don't even care. Thought you were here. So what I'll probably end up doing with this spot is something like this, but I want to try to get the ornaments from the World's Fair itself. Where is the... It's not, is it pedestrian zone? Yeah, so we have a market hall here, another one here. I want to change it out with the World's Fair pavilions. And I built those on 2 cent, but it pains me to get rid of them. It really pains me to get rid of them. There's one here, and then there's one over here. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Ditchwater is probably the best spot to get these at, so let me head over back there, because I've been just getting these out the wazoo. And I'm gonna set it for, not this one, I'm gonna set it for the Sumptuous, and hopefully we'll get the World's Fair Annex so we can actually see some of these come back. I haven't been obviously using that one because I needed a whole bunch of columns and mosaics. So is there a plague here? Are you serious? Okay, where is... Yeah, okay, doctors are rushing. So this just happened. It just happened when I showed up. Got it. Heard loud and clear. I'm gonna leave now. Really impressive, Skyline. What are you missing? Potatoes? Why are you missing potatoes? Oh, yeah, because I removed it. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, we need some more potatoes. A peel of potatoes. Yeah, that should be pretty sufficient. We're trading a lot of our guns That means we're going to have to bring more in here. And how is Navarra's Might doing with elevators? They are doing fantastic. There's plenty of coffee in here. And then I would assume that UNRM's doing spectacular. Plus 71 with the island happiness. That means they have everything they want. Literally everything they want, need. This is just... It's just incredible. Alicia's doing an incredible job being the headmistress of our incredible campus. Actually, I was in the old world. I should find out where the heck my airship is. Yeah, there you are. Can you head back to the capital, please? Because I don't need you here. Yeah. Shoo. And we head back. Yeah, so Warhammer 3. I actually didn't play it for a long time. And then, I don't know, I just got on this Warhammer kick out of nowhere. It happens. It legitimately happens. I'm certain you guys have gone through this moment as well, in which you're like, oh yeah, okay, that was a pretty fun game. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I tried it again. And then you play it once, and you're like, oh, okay, now I have to go for round 2. We're on like round 12 now. Where would I want to focus my attention on now? I can work on this spot, or we can head back over here, because now they're all engineers, and we can start with getting some of these guys into skyscrapers. And now that the airship's actually coming back, I'm more confident that I can say I can do this, because I'll have some more resources be brought in. All right, what's the first thing you're gonna need? So like right over here, we're not gonna get rid of this marketplace, but instead I'm gonna change it to the ornate, and we're gonna keep the pub as is. We're gonna have to build this town hall, because we're gonna build that up soon with items and whatnot for these guys. They're going to need the department store. I'm pretty certain this one will make it, unless it's not necessary entirely for them. Let's see. Yeah, it is a department store. So this one here needs to be built up immediately, and we're going to, again, set up the toasters so these guys can get some upgrades. We might as well go ahead and build up the drugstore and the furniture store to have those working from now as well. So toothpaste, and... we'll also get the banker's lamp. Again, we're going to change up a whole bunch of these, because I do also want to try the whole achievements thing with the Skyline Tower. And the best way to do that is to make sure I provide more of this stuff to them. Like, I am providing the vanity screen, but the writing desk is also really, really good. I still haven't unlocked a lot of them, which is okay-ish. I don't really care to. I'm mostly taking it as which would be the best item to really trade or put it into here to lessen the burden. That's what I'm really focusing more on. Would you make it all the way to this one? I think you would. Yeah, okay. So we built up this warehouse. I was considering putting one in the middle here, but now that I don't have to, I can turn that into like a little park or something. That'll be kind of neat. Get these guys upgraded to skyscrapers. Just waiting for the airship to come in. I think that's you. No, it's not. Is it you? No, it's not. Man, what a glorious city this is. Absolutely glorious. Do we actually have any more little pills in here? Or are we running out of the pills again? I have a feeling we're running out of the pills. No, we have a lot of pills. Okay, so upgrade that to advanced as well, because we don't want people to get sick over here. And I'm pretty sure I'm giving them the pills. Awesome. I can even start bringing them ice cream. Yeah. Yeah, I'm letting you all process what I just said. Me, of all people. I'm going to provide them ice cream. How many episodes did I deny the Artistas ice cream? Many, many episodes. But yet I'm considering bringing ice cream for these guys. Alright, so the Rogue One just arrived. And what I actually am thinking about for this little spot in the middle here, I want to put enclosed greenery. And it's going to look very nice. And then I also want to put the same around the lovely town hall we have here. And then unfortunately it's like 3 tiles, dude. I hate it when that happens. Put 2 banners, and then I guess we can just leave the middle blank-ish. Or you know what, we'll put some plaza benches in the back. There we go. Nice little spot over in the middle here. We have a lot of beautification work to do, so don't worry, we still have some time. Oh, I like this one. We're upgrading that one. You for sure. You as well. Start seeing the skyline go up over here. And awesome. That's across the street from that one, unfortunately, so I'm not gonna upgrade that one. You will be okay, I guess. Actually, no. No, I don't want you. I want you. Yep, there we go. The funky buildings, absolutely. The other ones, not so much. All right, we got our first level 3 right there. Get a couple more of these. That one's a cool one. Nice. So when's the next one? 851,000. Okay. I think it's doable. I'm gonna try to make the push for it. We're progging. That's right behind that one. This one should be okay-ish. We'll get you upgraded. And you. And you. You're also pretty solid. You can do the same. Oh, they're two funky ones right next to each other. That's how the game baits me. Looking really nice. So, I'm gonna try this again. Okay, I'm gonna try to get over my BS because this is actually a perfect fit for this. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Just try not to listen to it. I know I can turn it down. It's not too bad. It's definitely not as bad as like going to ditch water and listening to every single one of the gears running. But at the same time, you can still kind of hear it. But it is a nice looking spa, dude. Like, it's really nice. I hate the sound of the gears. Really, I do. I guess because of the location, I can go ahead and change that one to the steampunk variant. Because it's also, like, we have a lot of chrome-ish stuff or brass-type roofings and whatnot. I could change the bank skin as well. Or is that the actual... Yeah, here. This is the one. So it fits. It all fits over here. Let's take a look-see from this side really quick. Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice indeed. Kind of scary to live up there. I've been thinking again about these guys, and I honestly believe that we should just get them into skyscrapers. As much as I really do want to portray and like show, I guess in general, what this pack is all about, I cannot deny the fact that it probably would look better with them being skyscrapers. So I think we're going to eventually get to the point of that being the case. And then we have to wait for the potatoes. And then we're probably in the very last episode, once I get all the districts and whatnot set up, I'll go ahead, I'll name every single one of the bus stops and all that good stuff, because I do want to customize as much as I can, along with, you know, the food and drink venues. So if you guys have any suggestions for names that fit with the channel lore and all that stuff, definitely feel free to put it in the comment section. Or even better, if you want to send it over to the Discord, if you'd like to join there, definitely feel free to do so. It would be fantastic. I always love your ideas, your suggestions, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to bring a whole bunch of steel beams over, and then I'm going to need to bring over some windows, because those are the two that we're going through the most. I don't like that these guys... this side needs some more work. I don't know why I ditched this. Is there a reason? Or did I just like tunnel vision to go somewhere else? I think it was more so the latter. Now we're doing well. Okay. Yeah. I think... Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty good. You can go up. That messed with that one, but that's fine. And then, is this side looking a little bit better now? Yeah, it is. I want you to go up one further. Okay, now it's that. Even with that one, it definitely made it better. Yeah, so I would consider this side to be actually done with regards to our engineer skyscrapers. We just had to do some beautification work around it. This is the spot that we need to focus on. So let's put all of these into the main harbor. Head over to Amaryllis and grab some more. Because I have to set the game to actually run by itself, allowing Isengard to replenish, Isengard and Zerexlon to replenish mostly the steel beams. The windows are okay. They produce windows very fast over there on Isengard. Very, very fast. So I'm not really worried about that one. The steel beams, these guys go through a lot of it in order to get these skyscrapers up. So I want to make sure I'm never really running out of those. And then you can go up one. You can mess with that panorama, but whatever. I won't bring those ones up. I'll probably bring this one up one, just because I feel like it's nicer. We have a lot of engineers here. And our artisan workforce definitely took a hit. Well, I mean, our artisan workforce comes from two locations. It comes from Toussaint, and it comes from Zarexalon. So I'm not really worried about this because we're not really using the artisan workforce at all in this region, if I remember correctly. Are we? There's another fire, man. Oh God. Okay, yeah. How come you didn't tell me? There are multiple spots. Oh, sweet Jesus. So we had a fire that took place in the wood veneer factories. We had a fire that took place in the elevator factories. And we had a fire that took place in another one of the steam motor works. Good God. That is insane. I don't know how many more fire stations to build here. Like, I genuinely do not know. I'm going to... Here. You know what? I'm going to prove to you all that my luck is this trash, okay? I'm going to put... fire station after fire station down here, and guaranteed this is going to be the block that either A, has another explosion, or B, a random fire. Mark my words. At least we're putting the fires out. There's a whole bunch. There's two over there, there's another one over there, another one over there. I'm trying to find where the other ones are. Here, another one here, another one here, one in the back. Now put 5 over here. That made another one over there. That's 6. 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. These ones are not as bad. In the front here, they're killing me. Oh, we're close. We're really close. Okay. You. I need more. Thank you. Head back. I would like to go on this trail back around Crown Falls. I've never done it before. I tried to, but then the game kind of glitched out on me when I got kind of close to, like, over here-ish. I know there's some nifty little Easter eggs. We can probably do that in the next episode while we allow the goods to come back in, if I don't have time to actually set the game to run. Because this is a whole trail back here. And apparently they're bears, so we could get mauled to death. Sounds like a fun time. So we're going to go through this whole section back here and give it a go. Right, so once the airship delivers all of these, let's actually set it to go over here. We'll have some more windows and some more stuff. I'd like you to go back to Amaryllis so we can get a little bit more. But let's take a look-see at this spot once more and say, like, are we content with this? I think we are. I think it's a pretty even distribution. Yeah. So let's get these guys and this row. There we go. We'll get this one up and this guy. How would this look? I think that would be pretty cool. I actually like that very, very much. You guys should definitely have what you require. It's just the chewing gum coming in. So how is our chewing gum supply? I'm curious. Are we actually maxed out on the chewing gum? We have enough caribou meat, that's for certain. We have fire extinguishers, that's good. The pills are, like, greatly decreasing by 6, but I think we're producing enough. So I think we're fine. Chewing gum! Hey, look at that! Fantastic, love to see it. We also have enough of the biscuits, so actually let's head over to Isengard really quick, because I'm kind of curious if those factories are still going. They should be. What is your problem? Oh, we're running out of sugar. That's not good. But we're actually maxed out when it comes to the biscuits. That's good. I need to honestly get the chocolate production going. What's your issue? Ah, that's definitely a thing. I always need to check in with this location from time to time. Right. There's no way. Is there a way to bring in sugar? Just sugar by default? No. That's quite unfortunate. Yeah. Uh, we're gonna have to probably fix that out. What can I swap? Maybe this. Just get a whole bunch of cement in here so they can continue working. Gold also. Are these guys still working? Yeah, they are. I'm quite surprised. Okay, that's totally fine. Have a bunch of elevators in here too, so I know we're definitely not having a problem with this. And head on over back to Crown Falls. We're very close again to some more palace wings. Love to see it. Get that right there. Okay. Gonna get that one to a max level. We'll get that one to a max level. That one more. Okay. Looking pretty nice. Should we go ahead and build up these? Do we actually have clay in here? We don't have clay in here. But they would have electricity, I would imagine. Yeah, they would. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Let's upgrade this to the 3rd level, and I'm gonna go ahead and build these 4 clay pits. And more than likely, we're gonna put some ornaments around it. Specifically with Bright Harvest, because I don't really want there to be like this to be easily accessible by people that are living here. At least know that this is a little industrial quarter back here. There we go. So it's at least blocked off, I guess. And we'll work around it. We don't want the concrete flooring. We'll probably need to get, actually, a fire station or 2 over here. Because knowing the... Do these things explode? I have no clue. I mean, we're putting electricity to it, so I would imagine they would. But hell if I know anymore. Truthfully, I don't know what the heck is going to explode and what's not going to anymore. But what I will say is that this is Imperium business, so be on your way. That's going to be in the front. And maybe if we were to go back to the Old Town Pack, what we can do is we can put some of the cobblestone walkway bricks over through here and then finish it out like so. So there's at least a little walkway back here. Let's see. What can I put in this spot? That's... You know what? Y'all deserve a little sandwich shop right over here. You're working, you wanted some sandwiches, you go out there. There's your break spot. And because I don't know what the heck to put back in this location, I feel like the oldie but goodie is always going to be the best. I changed the type right over here, didn't I? Yeah, I put it to the darker shade. Let's grab some of this, and I'm going to bring it over here. And I'm going to fill this out. Fill this bit out, because I just want to look at it for now, and then later on I'll probably end up changing it a little bit. Just along the mines in the back here. Yeah. Again, looks like von Marsching, but at the same time is not von Marsching. That sucks. I get baited all the time. That actually added a lot of really nice color and vibrancy to this spot. We're not going to do the same over here because I want to try to actually put in some really cool ornaments and such. But what we would need to do is upgrade these guys and these guys and these guys to some more skyscrapers. We're going to need them. This one, would you be impacting that one? You would not. Okay, so let's get you. You would impact this one, correct? Yeah, and I don't want to mess with the intense panorama, really. I think one further should be sufficient. Let's get this one. We'll get this one. Why did they have to put a funky building right next to that one, dude? That sucks. I guess I'll do this. You will be sufficient. Oh, there we go. Ask and thou shalt receive. It's funny, so, well, hopefully you won't mind that I'm actually talking about this. So Shadow's on a really cool trip. I assume it's with family, right? And he's gone, like, all across Europe right now. And I believe he's in Portugal at the moment. So beautiful. First of all, hear it from me directly. I'm so happy that you're experiencing all of this. It's unbelievable. And I feel like I'm being included as much as possible because he's sending me pictures of where he's going. He's showing me all like the historical sites because he's a very, very big history fan with like mostly with the Roman era, along with some elements of the Napoleonic era because he knows I really like the Napoleonic era a whole bunch. And know that I very much appreciate all the time that you are spending sending me those videos, the pictures. It's truly heartwarming. It's like I'm actually traveling with you, and I very much appreciate it. And honestly, it is such a cool experience to be able to travel to all these historical locations. I constantly, like, I haven't been able to travel much in my life, unfortunately, and that's just based off of, you know, life itself lifing. That's something Patrick always likes to say. Life be lifing. But rest assured, the day that I do, and now that we have this platform and we have a whole bunch of really active people here, I will be definitely, most likely on the Instagram, be posting a whole bunch of really cool pictures. When that will happen, I don't know yet, because there's still a lot of stuff I need to attend to before I'm capable of traveling. And, you know, when you want to travel, you want to go into it with as little stress as possible, right? You don't want to be, like, constantly stressing like, oh my god, I still need to do this when I get back. No, you're going there to rest and relax and enjoy life. Okay, I don't want to go ahead and travel at a time in my life when I still have a lot of things up in the air that I got to situate and fix and all that good stuff, you know. So one day, do know that I will travel. I will be bringing every single one of you along with me as much as possible. And hell, who knows, a lot of people, a lot of the Rantian people are from Europe, which is awesome too, because I've learned so much from you all. And I'm totally down with meeting you guys if you're down with meeting me. I'm putting that out there. I think we're doing a very good job today. Will we actually get some more palace wings? I think if we actually redirect our efforts back towards the investors, we definitely will. But you're not the one I need. You're the one that I need. No, you're not. You're the one. Okay. Don't double click. Thank you. Again, another Warhammer issue that I'm double clicking instead of just single clicking to do what I need to do. We still have enough windows, so I'm not too worried about that. We got some more timber in here. That's fantastic. Should have the potatoes here too, so now the lovely tourists are not going to complain that there's not enough of what they require in the restaurants, so that's fine. And let's see. I didn't check to see how far the palace actually went now. Oh my god. It is one tile off. Okay, I'm gonna fix this right now. I don't think it'll actually reach it, but there we go. That's a big accomplishment if we manage that. Yeah, it's still one tile off. Okay. Well, with the next palace wings, we'll definitely make sure that this town hall also has 4 slots in it. And really, based on its position, it's not really that good, if I'm being honest with you. Let's see. Do I have another town hall around here? I don't. So why do I have this thing again? I don't know why I have this. Well, I mean, I know why I have it. I initially wanted to have these guys just remain as artisans, but apparently I don't need this, so I'm gonna get rid of it in favor of a town hall. Now, let's see what would be the best position for it. I think putting it over on this side would be better. We'll get more people. Let's actually put it in the middle. There we go. So we have that one there. This one is definitely going to have 4 item sockets. This one is going to have 4 item sockets, hopefully by the end of the episode. Getting really damn close. Drop off all of these. And now we're going to head back over here because we can probably get some more of these guys into skyscrapers. Very much like to see you and you. That's already 2 really big ones. I think that's sufficient on that side. Let's get this row. Skyscraper maintenance out the wazoo, too. 4 million. That's insane. I'm pretty sure like the Blue Skies delivery service should cut down on that. I'm just putting that out. You have them, you have them. A little bit of that in there just for, you know, shits and giggles. All right, let's work with this one. Play that one, that one. Every other one we're going to build upward. Okie dokie, that's pretty substantial. I don't know how many people we're going to be getting with all of that, but I know for a fact we definitely need more resources, so don't get me more. And Zerexlon's been pumping out so many steel beams, which is fantastic. And been trading heavy weapons over to Navarra's Might like crazy, to the point that they're actually full up with elevators. So actually, should I restart the route of sending elevators to Rantium again? I could, potentially. I thought something was wrong over there, but instead it was the hotels that were messing me up. Oh, and by the way, if anybody's really curious, the museum is right here. It's a really large location. Not like crazy large, but it is a large location in the... Because I've never really talked about the museum much. Oh, it's snowing again. We might actually see Santa fly over here. We got some more steel beams in here. That's really a good time. So we'll get more of these guys up. And I think a majority of them will actually maintain their intense panorama effect after they stop looking like this. So I'm just waiting for them to actually get what they need. And then we'll only upgrade a couple of them so we can maintain their panoramas. Because even though the strong is not bad, intense is obviously a lot better. I thought that was Santa sitting there for a second, but I was again baited by a little flower pot. And it's so pretty. I truly love this game. I truly love this game. I have a new appreciation for it. Definitely a new appreciation for this game. So what's our total island population? We have 87,900, let's say 88,000 engineers, almost 11,000 tourists, unfortunately, and 361,000 investors. That's nutty. Really cool. And obviously her. Patrick, can't you just keep her on your island, dude? Like, I understand you are really, like, you love this woman, okay? But can we have a pact, okay? I will... You know what? I'm going to say that. I've still been deciding whether we grant Constantinople to you. So I'm going to tell you this. If you keep her, the tourist, from interrupting us constantly, consider yourself to be the new seat of power in Constantinople. Would I elevate you to the rank of Basilius? I don't know about that one, but Constantinople would be yours. Think about it. How thrilling would it be to be the ruler of Constantinople? I have to throw that out there. You know, I have to throw that out there. Okay, that's looking pretty solid. How are we doing here? 851,000. It's still looking a little empty. I think we'll need to get a couple more of these things up a little bit further. Let's get you. We'll get you. Get you. We'll need you. No, thank you. Okay, edit. I do not care. We are going to make sure people don't consume as much. Because now, at this stage, I don't really want to focus on production chains anymore. I would just want to focus on building freely. Castrum Imperialis might actually get enough today. Oh, wait a minute. We're close. We're very close. Yeah, investors getting them up, definitely the right call. What's your problem? Oh, you're still just... Well, you're waiting. Oh, you also don't have billiard tables. Well, who cares? Deal with it. So long as they have a majority of the stuff, I don't care whether they don't have billiard tables, because making that is hell in a handbasket, I think. It's actually not too bad. Well, I can make some celluloids. Felt is easy, and I have plenty of the cherry wood. We might actually see some billiard tables. It's an artisan's workshop. Violins are easier to make, I feel. I don't know why. I just think they might be a little bit easier, but it is what it is. We are inching closer. We're going up and down. We're fluctuating a little bit too much for my liking. Get you and you. Can't get that. Oh, I double clicked again. What are we missing out on? Is it the... It better not be the male. No, it's definitely not the male. I need to also give them a stable source of furs. Bear fur is something I'm not actually working on in the Arctic actively, because the actual, like, fertility of it... Can I change these? I can change them? I had no idea I could. I completely forgot. Well, you know what? King William Island has a pretty large area. I think we start focusing a little bit on getting what we need, and that's through the parkas, right? So we're gonna need some bear hunting cabins, and we're gonna need some more Arctic lodges up in here. And we'll start sending over some bear fur. If you guys are curious which island I haven't colonized, it's this one. That does have 1 gold deposit in here. You know, the thing about this is, right? So I took a break from Anno 1800 for a time, as I mentioned earlier. And before that, I remembered very specifically that King William Island had around 2 or 3 gold deposits. Okay? And then only to find it has 1 now. It's very interesting to me. And we got another... Okay, we got to 93, meaning more palace wings. So let me get through this quickly. For those of you who don't know, okay, there is a little pop-up. If you do have the Passage DLC, I'm just saying this right now. Probably cover in the guides later on. But if you don't know, there's a little pop-up that comes up that says that the deep gold mines of the Arctic are better than that of the New World gold mines. And I'm going to flat out tell you, at this point, they're not. Okay? With regards to the deep gold mines, you are capable, yes, I mean, it's a minute processing time here, but that's because I've changed the input based off of, where's that guy? This guy, who processes industrial lubricant for Arctic gas. So that's why it's not actually doing anything right now. Before this, if you just utilize the music box, you can get like 40 seconds on these. Around there, because remember, the Arctic lodges are only going to be using the items that you get from Old Nate, or what you're actually producing through your the research points, right? For Arctic lodges specifically, they don't take the other stuff from the other regions, which sucks. That's why Arctic gas, at least base game, is difficult to manage. But if you have mods that help out with Arctic gas, that's a different story entirely. But the cool thing is, now in the new world, if you were to go over to an island, let's say, where's Traxios at? This is Fort Xanos. Traxios right here. With Traxios having a lot of gold mines, these guys are producing 1 every 41 seconds, which is not still on the fastest level, but do note that you can't actually have like the palace administration here to make this faster. But the cool thing about this is you can get extra oil from here every cycle, and extra gold once every 6 with Carl or Jorg. There we go. Von Marsching, whatever. So it's better to actually get gold from the new world now than it is from the old world. And that's... I wish they would kind of fix that. I thought there was... Initially when I was testing it, I guess I should go this way. I wanted to see if they had changed it to the point that you would get, like, for example, 2 every cycle. Just by default, and that's not the case. It's still just the 1. So just hold on to that bit of information. When are you going to use it? I have no clue, but hopefully it helps at some point. But you know what's going to definitely help us right now? 2 more palace wings. We are 1 freaking wing off from getting this whole thing built, put together in a nice little box. And you know what I'm gonna put? It's probably gonna be this centerpiece one, like right here. I think that's gonna be a nice one. And probably change another one of these ones to actually have the gates. So that'll be kind of cool. But we did a lot of work here today. I am very pleased. We got a lot of more palace extensions put into place. We're definitely doing a fantastic job. We are in here for sure. We're definitely in here. We're inching closer and closer to this town hall and this lovely power station to increase its radius and then get these guys upgraded to some investors with skyscrapers. I think in the next episode we're going to probably work on these guys, getting these ones into skyscrapers as well. And I will just keep them at engineers over here and then investors for these two. I'm not going to worry about actually upgrading them to investors for it. So, yeah, so far, really, really good. Also, really fantastic that we worked on the power problem with the power stations, got rid of 2 of them, which is also very, very good. So we don't run out of Arctic gas and we can make sure that our route is going to remain stable. So until next time, my friends, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Again, I hope you had a wonderful new year. Please consider joining the Discord. The link is in the description. We're going to try to work and boost the, amount of Rantians that are in the Discord so we can definitely do some cool stuff. And as I become more comfortable with getting more community-based things going, trust me, I will do that. It's all a process. I'm trying to make sure this is done the right way, not the fast way. Okay, we don't want to crash and burn later. We want to make sure our foundations are always stable. So until next time, my friends, thank you so much. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.